The Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has always been a fan of decentralized finance, even though the Cardano ecosystem was a non-player for a long while. He has always been at the center of every conversation regarding DeFi. Perhaps this is why many think that Cardano is all talk with little implementation. Charles Hoskinson is so outspoken, so the parrot identity has been pinned on the Cardano platform. But will this perspective ever change? During the summer of 2021, the total value locked in decentralized finance soared over $250 billion as the year closed out, with most activity on Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap. As a result, the budding DeFi industry only became mainstream during the summer of 2021. However, while TVL valuations underscored the rapid growth of the industry, Charles Hoskinson warned about the challenges facing DeFi. In a YouTube video titled dApps and Cardano DeFi Alliance, he talked about DeFi's potential as well as Cardano's small role within the industry. According to Hoskinson, who has been on the decade-long quest to transform traditional finance, there is a need for a long-term vision among developers and creators. It's very hard to do this kind of engineering and to do it right, with an eye and foresight for the future. Unfortunately, many of these projects in the space will not stand the test of time. It's just the fact that we'll get to see a great extinction occur in the next 5 to 10 years, he said. At the time, he believed that 2022 would be a big year for both the industry and Cardano, and there was all still so much to do, especially when it came to the certification standards and the production and quality of dApps, as well as security. He noted that almost $10.5 billion have been lost to hacks, scams, and theft in the sector in 2021 alone. And despite considering the crypto community to be the weavers of the genetics of finance and the destiny of humanity's financial operating system for the 21st century, Hoskinson claimed that the only thing that holds us back is us. If we fight each other, demean and attack each other, all we're doing is hurting our ability to be able to steer the dialogue towards the productive ends. During this session, Hoskinson also mentioned Cardano's plan, priding in his 127 projects in development, and how the first half of 2022 would be an essential window for commercialization and utility of Cardano projects. He expected the user count to grow tenfold from the current 2 million users due to the non-fungible token revolution. Sadly, most of the things he mentioned about Cardano did not see the light of day. This year was even expected to be provided a form of succor for Cardano ADA, but the opposite is happening right now. So a question that we're all asking is, will Cardano ever cover? Could DeFi be its secret weapon for survival? Decentralized finance is already in Charles Hoskinson's good books, so he could use it to his advantage, regardless of the cautions he raised about it. Charles Hoskinson once predicted that the decentralized finance sector will acquire 100 million users within the next 3 years by tapping into the developing world's market potential. Who actually is going to use peer-to-peer loans? Who actually is going to do peer-to-peer insurance? Who actually is going to do peer-to-peer payments? I got news for you, not a guy living in New York, Hoskinson pointed out in an exclusive interview. According to Charles Hoskinson, Cardano also intends to take the lead in the DeFi space by developing partnerships in the African continent. Dream on, Cardano, isn't it? It might not be the dream though. Recently, Charles Hoskinson expressed his perspective on the current state of the cryptocurrency market, emphasizing the importance of looking for the signal amid what he called lots of noise in crypto. Responding to recent adverse claims surrounding Cardano's institutional interests and the health of its DeFi sector, he passionately highlighted the ecosystem's exceptional growth in a June 28 tweet, emphasizing its real adoption and commitment to decentralization. This was even after Cardano ADA got caught in the SEC's web. Whether this is confidence or audacity, Hoskinson stated that Cardano is experiencing real adoption and significant growth even under the harshest industrial conditions. Drawing a parallel to Bitcoin, he emphasized that Cardano's progress is being completely decentralized. We are not seeing the signs, but Hoskinson sees them? Funny, right? Lots of noise in crypto. Look for the signal. Cardano is getting real adoption and growing as an ecosystem under the harshest conditions our industry knows. Like Bitcoin, this is being done in a completely decentralized way, Hoskinson said. The Cardano founder's response was instigated by a tweet from popular Cardano proponent Chris O, who highlighted claims made on a popular YouTube channel regarding Cardano's lack of total value locked and institutional interests. Chris offered a powerful rebuttal by highlighting the various institutional players already involved in the Cardano ecosystem. He listed prominent institutions such as Grayscale, Hong Kong Vectors Capital, Bitwise Investments, Wisdom Tree Europe, and 21 Shares, all of which have expressed interest in established products related to Cardano. Chris further pointed out the growing number of institutional funds and indexes associated with Cardano, specifically mentioning the Wisdom Tree Cardano ETP and the 21 Shares Cardano ETP. Remarkably, these investments demonstrate institutional players' confidence in Cardano's potential and further validates its increasing adoption. It looks like Cardano has a lot of fans and optimism out there. Dan Garbandello, a popular crypto analyst and host of Crypto Capital Venture YouTube channel, also pointed out the thriving nature of Cardano's DeFi sector. In a video, the pundit explained that some investors are achieving significant gains despite the bear market and refuting the misconception that all altcoins perform poorly during bear markets. There are people within Cardano outpacing these losses with gains, and they're stacking ADA as a macro-minded investor or as a value investor for the long term. They're stacking their ADA and outpacing these losses with gains, Dan noted. This brings us to a solid conclusion, which is the fact that despite the prevailing bearish sentiment towards crypto, the potential and value that Cardano offers, especially considering the network's strengthening fundamentals, scream bullishness. Then DeFi will be an added spice. Also, despite the flurry of bank failures that invaded the crypto market in March, the Cardano founder was excited about a spat of growth in Cardano's DeFi ecosystem. He responded to a user who posted information on Cardano's TVL breaking out. Furthermore, Hoskinson engaged in a Q&A session, where he re-emphasized that going forward, DeFi will play a crucial role in the crypto space. So far, Ethereum has been leading on the DeFi front, but will Cardano eventually surpass it? Charles Hoskinson has been pointing out Ethereum's loopholes, so it's normal to think that this was a strategy to carve out a sustainable niche for Cardano in the DeFi space. Sounds petty. Really petty. Recently, Charles Hoskinson took a swipe at Ethereum over its staking mechanism. In a tweet, he responded to Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin's comments on the complications of staking Ether, the blockchain's native cryptocurrency. Hoskinson claimed that all of our ADA is staked, insinuating that this is the way a correctly designed proof-of-stake protocol should operate. The comments came in reply to a user question about the percentage of Hoskinson's ADA that was staked, in contrast to Buterin's Ether. The situation then got worse in the series of scathing remarks on Twitter, where Hoskinson unleashed a torrent of criticisms against Ethereum Classic, branding it as a scam project designed to deceive unsuspecting investors. Hoskinson's comments sparked a heated debate within the cryptocurrency community, shedding a light on the ongoing rivalry between the two prominent blockchain networks. Hoskinson voiced his disdain for ETC, stating that ETC is now a scam, and its only purpose is for insiders to dump on those who they recruit with blind hope of some magical future that will never come. He went ahead to accuse the project of lacking a clear roadmap, innovation, team, or visions, and described it as being characterized by anger and toxicity. Now, this in of itself is quite deep. His strong language suggested a deep-seated animosity between Cardano and Ethereum Classic camps. In defense, the ETC cooperative director, Bob Somerville, cited the history between the two blockchains as a key factor. Dirty past, isn't it? Well, this is not the first time that Charles Hoskinson had publicly criticized a rival cryptocurrency project. He once referred to the XRP community as toxic and petty, and famously labeled Ethereum as the Hotel California of crypto, implying that once you join, it's nearly impossible to leave. The confrontational nature of Hoskinson's remark just unveils the competitive landscape within the cryptocurrency industry, where projects vie for market dominance and investor attention. As the industry matures, leaders and developers need to concentrate on the collaboration and constructive dialogue rather than resorting to public disputes that could undermine trust and hinder the progress of the overall ecosystem. This is not how Cardano will sustain its DeFi prowess and incoming surge. The crypto market is fast becoming a battlefield, and the warrior with the strongest weapon will prevail. For Cardano, DeFi seems to be the catch. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you click on the subscribe and notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.